Hello and welcome to your post-game report here on the Jazz Huddle. I'm your host Blake, and here is Addison as my co-host. So tonight we see the Jazz fall to 4-4 on the year. Not a good look for the Utah Jazz so far. Again, Donovan Mitchell. We've talked about him in every single one. Donovan Mitchell, and this will sum it up for you. Just completely sum it up for you. 23 shots. He made 8 of them. Here's the issue. He scored 18 points. If something doesn't match up there, it's the fact that he shot more shots than the points he scored. That's an issue.
Also, missed 15 shots. He missed 15 shots, which means he only scored 3 more points than he did missed shots in the game.
It's outrageous. It's not good. It's just bad.
And here's the thing. We look so good sometimes. Like, we opened up the season against the Blazers red hot, and I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, this team needs to be impressive. Then we lose to the Timberwolves. I'm like, okay, I don't know what happened. It was just a setback, what the heck that was. And then who was our next game? I don't even know who it was, but we beat them.
It's off and on, but the real issue this
right?
season,
and then we
is
blow,
consistency.
and we get blown out by the Clippers. I bet by the Suns, and then we were dominating the whole game against the Clippers. We beat them by more than the score says. We really played well against the Clippers, and then play amazing against the Spurs, and then lay a complete egg against the Nets, and then the Knicks.
I don't understand. You look at Mike Conley today. He's been lethal throughout the season. And he was minus 12 on the night. By the way, Donovan Mitchell, minus 20 on the night. And I'm worried. I don't think he's going to be an all-star this year unless he really picks it up. I know it's early, but you can't go 8 for 23. It just doesn't pan out.
But I feel like he always does that. And I'm not hating on him. Because on some days he's just unbelievable. But
right.
But
yeah,
I don't know what it is right now. And he always tends to start the season slow. But it's really slow right now. The Jazz are now 4-4 in the season. You've got a tough game coming up against the Bucks. You're looking at 4-5 right now.
Yeah, it's not good. And that's gonna put us put us in that 7, 8, 9 seed range. We can't be losing games to the Knicks. The Knicks aren't a terrible team by any means, but it's still.
No, and the Knicks have looked good. They're 5-3 now. The Knicks have a better record than us.
Right.
And think about all the miscues this game. Think about the Rudy Gobert bump.
Same turnovers, careless turnovers,
missed.
too many of them.
Otherwise, he had an okay game. But, Mitchell with the 15 missed shots. Bogdanovich missed 8 3-pointers, something like that. It was something like that. It's just an all-around terrible game. And you can't be that inconsistent. You're 4-4 in the season. You say the ownership tells us, we can compete with this team. Our goal is to win a championship with this team. We're not winning a championship with this roster. There's no way.
Not even close.
There's no way. And I think
close.
that's kind of coming to realization over these past 2 games. And can we turn this around and be a top 5 seed in the West? Yes. Sure, we could even go as high as 3. Who knows? The West is so competitive, but who knows? Let's say we go on a run. Even if we get the 2 seed, even if we just completely dominate this season, I don't like our chances getting past the second round.
I don't like their chances against any good team. We just saw against the Nets. We lost by 30 in that game. Am I right?
34 without Dinwiddie.
34 without
Kevin Durant.
Without Kevin Durant. Yeah. So that's a big thing. And that's going to show. We're going to see when they play the Lakers. They played the Clippers. They played a fantastic game. They're going to play the Lakers soon, though. That's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue.
And when we play the Bucks tomorrow.
Yeah, we play the Bucks tomorrow. The Bucks on Friday. But
we have got to.
Crazy.
We have got to get in a rhythm. We really do. And we just have not been able to do that. We haven't been able to get in a rhythm. Haven't been able to get our season right on the right foot. It's always win, loss, win, loss, win, win, loss, loss. Do you see a pattern here?
I do. And I honestly think, though, we remember last year, Conley was out for a little bit. They went on an 11-game run. I'm not saying that Conley needs to go out again this year. He's been phenomenal so far. Not in this game, only, 9 points from Mike Conley on 14 shots. Again, you know it's bad.
Which is, again, terrible.
You know it's bad when you're shooting and you shoot more shots than you score points. You are not playing a good game. And Joe Ingles, phenomenal game for Joe. He had 16 points. He was 6 for 13 from the floor. But, I mean, then again, he scored more points than he shot. It's important that
Yeah, but
all these guys,
no. But see, it's different with that. I think Joe Ingles had a great game today.
I think he did.
Aside from a few turnovers that he had, I thought Joe Ingles and Jordan Clarkson played really. Those were our two best performers today.
For sure.
They were both knocking down a bunch of shots, and that's another thing the Jazz did, and especially Mike Conley a lot today. Mike Conley was turning the ball over like crazy, but so was everybody today. Like, we were up 18, I think, was our biggest lead, maybe 20, something like that, but I'm pretty sure it was 18. We turned the ball over so much to let them back into this game. You know, They cut it to 12 at halftime.
Mike Conley had 3 turnovers. That's too many. For a starting point guard in the NBA, 3 turnovers.
How many turnovers did we have overall?
It's outrageous. Well, it would have been 3, 4, 7, 11, 15. 15 turnovers. That's not an NBA team number. I mean,
and how many points did we lose by?
We lost by 12.
12. Well, that'll tell you all you need to know right there. Listen, I'm not giving up on the season. I still think we're a playoff team. I absolutely do. But we have got to get in together because we can't be losing games like the Knicks. I haven't seen us lose to the Knicks like in so long.
No, it's been forever. And I do think that the Knicks are a better team this year, but it's really.
But we're better. We're a better team.
You just have to win these games. You can't drop games right now when the West is so competitive. You need to jump out to a lead and establish
Especially
dominance.
when you have this 7-game road trip early in the season, you've got to get off to a right foot. And now we've lost to the Nets without Kevin Durant and Spencer Dinwiddie, and the Knicks without some key bench pieces.
That's true. So, well,
and now we've got a game against the Bucks. The Bucks game's gonna prove a lot. If we get blown up by the Bucks, that'll be a third straight blown out loss, and that's when the problems occur. I'm just letting y'all know this. We'll never win a championship with this roster.
No.
Changes have to be made. And I know we love Rudy. I know we do. But maybe it's not even Rudy. Changes have to happen.
Right. And I mean, after tonight, right now you can't say that it's Joe Ingles because Joe Ingles has such a good game tonight. But when you really look at it,
but he's so inconsistent. This whole team is so inconsistent.
I think really the only consistent one on this team is Jordan Clarkson.
And Jordan Clarkson's always on. I have not found a bad game from him yet.
No. So
I really haven't.
I think we've said all we need to say. It's really one of those matters where the Jazz are going to have to win a game. If we don't win a game, then problems are going to occur. It's what's going to happen.
And they're starting to occur. We have now lost to the Nets by 34 and the Knicks by 12. The Nets had a losing record coming into the game. The Knicks were 4-3.
Yep.
So were we, but you just have to win those types of games. But we got to get more consistent. We got to start knocking down our shots. And Donovan Mitchell can't be shooting 23 shots and only making 8 of them.
Right.
Simple as that. He's got to make better. You know what we actually have to do? More. How do you say it? I'm just not wording it right now. We have to create more open shots. We have to take better shot selection. That's what we have to take better shot selection. A lot of them are forced, but listen, the Bucks will be a big test on Friday. That's all I gotta say.
Yep. Well, that will conclude our post-game report here on the Jazz Huddle. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate all of you. Be sure, if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button. And we will see you later.